David, Crawford will fight you if he beats Canelo.
No, I wouldn't fight Crawford.
You know what? Sometimes you try and your body cannot go, right? That's my frustration. Maybe I can figure out Crawford, but my body cannot go anymore. So I try it, but my body just not let me go.
Imagine a boxer so dominant and so difficult to solve that even the great names in the sport admit they would rather avoid him. That man is Terence "Bud" Crawford, a mysterious and powerful competitor whose presence alone appears to create real hesitation among anyone who might face him.
I want to ask you a little bit about the history that you made tonight, and I want your opinion on which means the most to you. You became a 5-division world champion. You became the 3rd of 4-division lineal champion with Mayweather and Pacquiao. You became a 3-time undisputed champion, the first ever in the 2, 3, or 4 belt era. And you became the 2nd undisputed champion in 3 weight classes when there was only 1 champion back in 1938 with Henry Armstrong. That's a lot of stuff.
You hear that? You hear that?
Which do you think means
All
the
of
most?
it.
And
All of it. It all goes hand in hand.
can you describe what it all means to you to have, you just made like a whole resume of stuff tonight.
It means a lot to me because, you know, anybody can be a nobody, like I said, you know, and that's all they say I've been fighting is nobodies. So what can they say now? Somebody tell me, what can you say now?
You can say congratulations.
That's it. What can you say? Any words?
This feeling goes far beyond ordinary respect between athletes. It is an intense sense of dominance that has the boxing world buzzing. Today we break down the surprising reasons why even the most battle-tested fighters seem truly wary of stepping into the ring with Terence Crawford.
I feel great to share the ring with great fighters like him. And if we do it again, it's gonna be great. But you know what? I'm glad to share the ring with great fighters, and I'm glad to be here. I already did a lot in boxing. I already accomplished a lot in boxing. My legacy is already there, and I still taking risks because I love boxing. You know, Crawford is a great fighter, skilled fighter, and I get the credit to Crawford, obviously. And I feel great. I still feel the same.
Canelo Alvarez was not unsettled by talent alone when he stood opposite Crawford. There was a deeper intensity in that moment. Boxing icon Roy Jones Jr. observed their stare down and noticed a detail that many people overlooked.
I'm gonna say it like this. Terence Crawford went and got it from the mud. You understand me? I tried to set examples when I was coming up of how to do things. Terence Crawford shows you how to go get it out the mud. You understand me? Terence been all these years, nobody would ever give Terence that shot to become that guy. You understand me? Finally, Earl gave it to him after 5 years and he became that guy. But most people who were capable of giving him that shot at that time avoided him and didn't give him that shot. Terence earns and always have had my most utmost respect because he gets it out the mud. People like Victor Postal were not weak, easy to beat guys. Victor Postal had not really lost till he got to Bud. Bud made him look like nothing. You know what I mean? Bud been beating these guys that we don't know are monsters, but the game knows they were pretty good fighters. Damn good fighters to be exact. He been going through anything they brought to him for a long time. He did not manipulate the game. He hit the game head on, waited patiently until this time came, and took full advantage of that night. That's how I understood boxing to go. Not people to go out and do things other ways. Go straight down that line, hit that ball straight off the middle. You understand me? That's what Bud did. The last person I seen do that, Marvin Hagler, had almost 50 fights before they let him fight for a title. You understand me? 50 fights before he got a shot. You understand me? That's a long time. That's no manipulation. That's standing in the gap, doing what you got to do till your time comes. That's what Bud did. He stood in the gap till his time came, and when his time came, he took full advantage of it. And I got nothing but the utmost respect for people like that because they know how to.
Roy Jones Jr. remarked that Canelo appeared clearly uncomfortable, almost like a young fighter facing an experienced master. Crawford kept his eyes fixed on him, refusing to break contact until Canelo finally looked away. in the silent communication between fighters that moment counted as an early win.
A very smart fight. Took the fight in the middle, let Canelo get on the steam early, came in the later rounds and just outboxed him for a very smart fight. Then stand in the middle for him, made him use the ring like Canelo doesn't like to do. He took the Alexander Lowry blueprint and used it very well. Not surprised at all. Not surprised at all. If you look at Alexander Lowry, you notice Bud never turned right-handed the whole fight because the new Alexander Lowry gave him most trouble because you used the ring on him as a southpaw. Terence is very special. He definitely goes in the top 10, maybe even the top 5 of the best pound for pound up.
This is what defines the mystery around Crawford. He has an intimidating talent for staying completely composed while studying every action his opponent makes, analyzing information in an instant and capitalizing on any error with exact and calculated accuracy.
Virgil Ortiz said to us, if Bud beats Canelo, I have him as the greatest fighter of all time. Would you put yourself in that category once that fight is over and you're the winner?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about all time.
All time.
Ali, Floyd, I'm talking about all time.
When you talk about all these other fighters who would have done or accomplished anything close to it,
I agree.
I'm asking you.
No, none of
Sugar Ray Robinson accomplished a lot.
He did.
When you say Sugar Ray Robinson, he never went up 3 weight classes and fought the Undisputed champion.
Right.
And the first ballot Hall of Famer, one of the best Mexican fighters that come out of Mexico.
All time, yeah.
It's a difference when you talk about moving up in weight and who you fighting. You can kind of say that I went up 3 weight classes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the joy in it.
54, 60, 68.
Everybody, is wondering how I'm gonna do at 60.
He makes the fighters standing across from him feel completely powerless. Yet his control of the sport goes beyond simply collecting victories. He has reshaped boxing history in ways many believed were impossible. Picture becoming undisputed not once, but 3 different times across 3 separate weight divisions. That kind of achievement led former world champion Paulie Malignaggi to call it truly historic. He was amazed not only by Crawford's perfect 41-0 record with 31 knockouts, but by how it was built. Crawford did not stack his resume with soft opponents. He systematically broke down the best fighters in every division while seldom absorbing a clean punch in return.
The way Crawford is, Crawford's very he has a big ego, especially when it comes to anything he does, bro. He has a big ego. And I said this yesterday. I won't be surprised if he dominates Canelo and then they offer him Benavidez and he says okay.
Malignaggi even likened his period of control to the reign of Floyd Mayweather, explaining that the win over Canelo was more than just another addition to his record, but the clear beginning of a new chapter, with Bud Crawford standing as the central figure of this era. Still, what truly separates him is not only the victories themselves, but the manner in which he secures them.
If Canelo is saying there wasn't shit I can do in there, Errol Spence had to have been in there like, holy shit. It brings life to his resume. Everybody does it. We kind of knew that Bob Arum had Manny Pacquiao avoid Terence Crawford. PBC, weights, all avoided him. I am here to give credit to Terence Crawford for being one of the most ducked fighters in history. Like Bob Foster, like Black Murderers Row, Charlie Burley and Eddie Booker and all those guys. Terence Crawford by himself is Black Murderers Row of this era. Now, do I need Terence Bud Crawford to continue fighting? Hell no. So what? Terence Crawford, we know what you are. I am the first one to say, didn't believe it. But brother, if you're watching Terence Crawford, you by yourself has cost me at least $30,000. That's enough for me to be convinced, bro. I would never bet against this man ever again. I can't afford it. I have a house, I got kids, a business to run. I can't afford it.
Would you consider going back down to 154 and face Geronin as the guy who prepared Canelo Alvarez for this fight?
No. I ain't going down 154.
Most boxers have to decide whether they will focus on attack or defense, and very few can master both at the same time. Crawford stands out because he blends the two at an elite level, making him a rare figure in the sport. Analysts were amazed during his bout with Canelo, saying they had never witnessed such a seamless mix of offense and defense. He repeatedly blocked heavy punches with his gloves and arms, taking away his opponent's strongest weapons through sharp awareness and smart footwork. The instant he defended a shot, he answered back, landing fast, precise counters that punished even the smallest mistake. He does more than stay safe. He turns aggression against his opponents steadily, wearing them down while staying calm and fully in command. That mental strength is no coincidence. It is part of who he is, and other top fighters see it right away. To defeat someone like Crawford takes more than talent. Former pound-for-pound great Andre Ward has said you must truly hurt him physically because his mindset does not bend. Ward, who feels a strong similarity between them, joked that they would debate anything from basketball to wrestling the moment they are together. As Ward put it, you have to seriously damage him to push him off course and stop him from carrying out his plan.
Somebody that, like, I could bet the house on is Bud.
Who's the most skilled fighter today?
Bud is definitely one of them, for sure. Me and him, we so much alike in our mentality. Like, soon as I see this dude, he come in the room or I come in the room, we start arguing about basketball, wrestling, anything, bro. Like, man, you can't, man, you looking small. What you mean I'm looking small? You looking small. Like, it's just that, like, you gotta really hurt that dude to turn him away and to try to stop him from doing what he want to do. So, skillful, yes. But this and this,
no.
It's different, man.
And most people don't know shit about boxing, but Terence Bud Crawford does. Great fight, shutout. Just what I assumed would happen. This boxing smart would beat Canelo's tactics. Like from round 2, I saw Canelo being on the back foot, and eventually Crawford was just dancing around him doing this thing. So yeah, again, I like Crawford. I just think the way he fights is clean. Like he makes very little mistakes, and he knows the sweet science of boxing. So yeah, he showed why he's the best right now. One of the best in history.
That unbreakable determination, paired with his ability to adjust and switch stances, effortlessly turns him into a challenge no opponent has figured out. Yet long before the titles and recognition, there was a deep personal drive pushing him forward. When he was still a child, his father would tell his mother that their son was meant to become a world champion, while his mother was not fully convinced at the time.
I paid the kids, I said, if y'all gonna whoop Bud, I give y'all $10 a piece. Canelo whoop him.
You went out on the street.
Yeah.
What's now Bud Crawford Street.
Yeah.
And offered $10 to anyone who can kick my son's butt.
Yep.
And a lot of takers.
Yeah, kids in the neighborhood. Couldn't nobody whoop them.
What did he tell you then?
He told you, Mom, I told you I'm the best.
What came first, the mean or the talent?
I think the mean came first. When I first started boxing, I just could fight. I couldn't box. All my coaches was like, he got heart. He ain't scared of nothing, he can fight. That's when they started teaching me technique and the art of boxing.
A good deal of what you remember in your childhood was you getting whooped all the time by your mom.
And I was getting kicked out of school and doing bad things.
Her doubt ran so deep that she once offered neighborhood kids $10 each if they could beat Bud in a fight outside their home. Rather than breaking his spirit, that challenge pushed him even harder. Crawford later shared that her lack of belief sparked a fire inside him that he carried into every bout. Every win was about more than earning a belt. It was about proving her wrong and transforming family doubt into the driving force behind his ambition.
They bad, yeah.
They don't wash their daddy's hands.
They bad. But you know, he chilled too though. You can tell when your resume says a certain thing, man, you ain't gotta talk a certain way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta let them know though. Before you cross that line, you warn them.
You think are you as hard as your mom was on you or no?
On my kids? Nah.
You ain't like your mom was?
Nah. By far. By far.
Yeah. She was hell.
What? She was tough. Man, I was getting whooped for nothing.
That same relentless mindset also shapes the choices he makes in his career. For many boxers, reaching undisputed status is the final goal. Yet Crawford stepped away from a chance to pursue it at 154 pounds because he believed the division did not offer the kind of meaningful matchups he was looking for.
But at the same time, I mean, Benavidez is also
the one guy that nobody's willing to fight. And if nobody's willing to fight him, that makes his value go up. And so the thing is that if you get the right guy that is willing to pay for that, and I mean that the Sheik, I don't see him saying that, okay, well, we can't afford to fight this guy. So I mean that fight can happen if it's a fight that I think Bud won't entertain.
He believed that defeating the title holders in that division would not truly enhance his legacy, noting that fighters such as Fundora had already been beaten and others had suffered knockout losses. From his perspective, there was no point in pursuing a belt if overcoming the champion did not clearly establish him as the best. Instead, he chose to seek greater tests at 168 pounds, showing that his goal is to build a lasting legacy rather than simply collect championships. Along with that legacy came a clear response to his critics. During a quiet visit to his mother's home, where his path first began, Crawford stood surrounded by rows of title belts, a powerful reminder of the years of dedication and sacrifice behind him. As he looked over the collection, he thought about those who questioned his achievements, and with steady confidence, he said,
Your goal was to go up and become undisputed in 3 different weight classes.
There you go.
Wow.
Something that never been done before.
Right.
And it's greatness. Like I said, this is my era and I'm taking it. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. I know I wanted to fight Jamel, but if he lose to Canelo, I always said, man, that's a big step. For a person to go up 3 weight classes from 147 to 168 and a win, and become undisputed. Wow. What can they say? They can't say nothing right now, but what can they say?